Hey friends, today we are going to be learning about compound words. Now, before we even start learning about compound words, first what I want you to do is predict what a compound word is. So, turn to your partner right next to you and share with them what you think a compound word is. Go ahead.
And also like
In 3, 2, 1, everyone turn up here. All right, so what did you and your partner share is a compound word? TJ.
corn dog.
Corn dog. Okay, so you have corn dog. Dominic?
Seashell.
Seashell. Gianna?
Seashore.
Seashore. I think my friends are dreaming about the beach, aren't you? And summer vacation. Seashore. Layla?
Raindrop.
Raindrop. And Draven?
Starfish.
Starfish. And let's do one more. Carrie.
There's 2 words and you smash them together.
Okay, hold that thought. Let's do one more example. Cecilia.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Are you hungry right now? Yeah, me too. Cheeseburger. Okay. Cheeseburger. So Carrie, tell me, now that we've given all of these examples, what is a compound word? What do you think?
2 words and you smash them together.
So 2 words, 2 separate words. Carrie, you're absolutely right. A compound word is 2 separate words smashed together. It makes one whole word. So, let's try an example. So, lady plus a bug equals a, everyone tell me?
Ladybug.
A ladybug. So 2 separate words added together equals one whole word. A ladybug. Awesome. Did you know, too, the cool thing about compound words is that usually if you can draw a picture of one of the words and draw a picture of the other word and put those 2 pictures together, it's going to equal one whole word. And so we did that with lady and we did that with bug and we got ladybug. Awesome job. So today we're going to be reading one of my favorite stories that has a ton of compound words in the story. And maybe some of you have read it. It might make some of you hungry. And while we are reading it, each one of you is going to get a Post-it note. And you're going to write one compound word that you hear in the story. And there are a ton of compound words in this story. Remember, 2 separate words put together equals one word. So you're going to write one compound word. Now, if you hear a bunch of words, you can write down those words too. But I'm looking for just one word, okay? So I'm going to give you this Post-it note. While I am reading, you're listening, and you're going to be writing, okay? So there's a Post-it note. And you could probably see it. Go. Okay, so today's book that we are going to be reading is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Raise your hand if you've read this story before. Raise your hand if you love this story. Raise your hand if you've seen the movie. It's such a fun movie too. So, we're going to be reading this. Is there a compound word in the title? Abby?
Meatballs.
Meatballs. So there is already one compound word in the title. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, written by Judy Barrett and drawn by Ron Barrett. And let's predict. What do you think, just by looking at the front cover, because good readers look at the front cover and make predictions about what they're going to be reading inside the book, what do you think is going to happen in this story? Gianna? You think it's going to rain meatballs? Any other predictions? TJ?
There may be a tornado of meatballs.
There might be a tornado of meatballs. Draven?
A donut.
A donut. Yobel?
I think the meatball's gonna fall in the cup.
Okay. All right. So these are awesome predictions. Let's see if your predictions are right. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. We were all sitting around the big kitchen table. It was Saturday morning, pancake morning. Mom was squeezing oranges for juice. Henry and I were betting on how many pancakes we each could eat. And Grandpa was doing the flipping. Seconds later, something flew through the air, headed toward the kitchen ceiling, and landed right on Henry. After we realized that the flying object was only a pancake, we all laughed, even Grandpa. Breakfast was continued quite uneventfully. All the other pancakes landed in the pan, and all of them were eaten, even the one that landed on Henry. That night, touched off by the pancake incident at breakfast, Grandpa told us the best tall tale bedtime story he'd ever told. Across an ocean, over lots of huge, bumpy mountains, across 3 hot deserts and 1 small ocean, there lay the tiny town of Chew and Swallow. In most ways, it was very much like any other town. It had a main street lined with stores, houses with trees, and gardens around them. A schoolhouse, about 300 people, and some assorted cats and dogs. But there were no food stores in the town of Chew and Swallow. They didn't need any. The sky supplied all the food they could possibly want. The only thing that was really different about Chew and Swallow was its weather. It came 3 times a day, at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everything that everyone ate came from the sky. Whatever the weather served, that was what they ate. But it never rained, it never snowed, and it never blew, just wind. It rained things like soup and juice. It snowed mashed potatoes and green peas, and sometimes the wind blew in storms of hamburgers. Raise your hand if you would love to live in Chew and Swallow. Oh yeah, I would love thunderstorms on hamburgers. The people could watch the weather report on television in the morning, and they would even hear a prediction for the next day's food. When the townspeople went outside, they carried their plates, cups, glasses, forks, spoons, knives, and napkins with them. That way, they would always be prepared for any kind of weather. If there were leftovers, and there usually were, the people took them home, put them in their refrigerator, in case they got hungry between meals. The menu varied. By the time they woke up in the morning, breakfast was coming down. After a brief shower of orange juice, low clouds of sunny side-up eggs moved in, followed by pieces of toast. Butter and jelly sprinkled down for the toast, and most of the time it rained milk afterwards. For lunch one day, hot dogs, already in their rolls, blew in from the northwest at about 5 miles an hour. There were mustard clouds nearby. Then the wind shifted to the east and brought in baked beans. A drizzle of soda finished off the meal. Raise your hand if you are hungry because of this book. Me too. Dinner one night consisted of lamb chops, becoming heavy at times with occasional ketchup. periods of peas and baked potatoes were followed by gradual clearing with a wonderful jello setting in the West. The sanitation department of Chew and Swallow had a rather unusual job for a sanitation department. It had to remove the food that fell on the houses and sidewalks and lawns. The workers cleaned things up after every meal and fed all the cats and dogs. Then they emptied some of it into the surrounding oceans for the fish and turtles and whales to eat. The rest of the food was put back into the earth so that the soil would be richer for the people's flower gardens. All right. So, Chad, Bella, and Luke, why don't you guys put your Post-it notes on the compound word cloud? Anywhere, doesn't matter. Awesome. Awesome. Gianna's row, come on up here. And stick your sticky notes on the compound word cloud. We're going to take a look at which compound words you guys picked up from
Alexa, you're
the
both
story.
Choose a Gianna's roll.
Alexa, go Bell. And Layla's row, come on up. And Mason's row, come on up. Thank you. And Dom's row, come on up. Okay, let's see what compound words we have here. Meatball. What are the two words that make up the word meatball? Let's say them together. What's the first one? Meat and ball. Meatball. Awesome. How about pancake? What are the two words? Everyone tell me.
Pan and cake.
Good. How about hamburger? How about hamburger? Tell me the first one.
Ham.
And how about the second one?
Burger.
Hamburger. Got it. All right, let's see what else. We have, schoolhouse. What are the two words that make up the word schoolhouse? Everyone tell me first one. School and house. Good job. So we have meatballs, schoolhouse, hamburgers. Ooh, someone wrote northwest. What are the two words that make up the word northwest? What are the two words? What's the first word? Everyone tell me. North. And the second word? West. Awesome. So, a compound word are two words, two separate words, put together equals one whole word, okay? So what we're going to do is we have there's someone at the door.
Okay, go ahead.
Alexa. So at the tables we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have a group over here. Red table, the purple table, the orange table, and the reading table back here. There is a compound word cloud, okay? This one says animals. We have one that says school, one that says weather, and one that says spring. In the bags, you will find, Chad, you want to stand on up and hold this up for me? Thank you. Okay, in the bags, you will find a bunch of words in here, cut out like clouds. Now, your job with your group is to match the words. Are dragon and butter, is that a compound word? No. But how about, let's see here. How about grass, hopper? Is that a compound word? Yeah. So what you're going to do is look through the pile of words and come up with compound words. There's 2 separate words in each bag, and you have to come up with the compound words. And then you and your group will work together to put these compound words together, and you will write all the words that you created on your word cloud. Got it? Okay. So if you sit at the, let's see, Dom's row, you all will be at the school table over at the red table, so you can go ahead and get started. To the spring table back here.
Classroom.
And Bella, Luke, and Chad, that's where you guys will go to.
First one, guys, let's ride.
Sit, you can stand.
Great class.
And last but not least, Gianna's table, our group, you all will come here. So you can write all over the word cloud. You can work together to put together the words.
No, notebook. Work, homework, and text.
Bella, you can be the
Bookshelf.
recorder.
After notebook, and I like grasshopper. You're blocking my way. I can't find a hopper.
So 2 separate words
Class.
put
Help
together
me.
equals 1 compound word.
It's here. Right there. Flower. Ladybug. Dragon. Oh, spring flower. Bluebird. Spring flower. Dragon.
There it is.
Thunderstorm.
Ah, good one, Justin.
I'm ready. I said I'm going to do this. Time down. That doesn't make
What compound words did your group put together?
Snake, grasshopper, anteater, bulldog, butter.
Dominic, you boys may stand on up and read us 3 off of your compound word cloud.
Backpack, textbook, classroom.
Backpack, classroom, and textbook. Awesome job. Take a seat. Layla and Nora, stand on up. All right, girls, read 3 of your compound words.
Frog,
Bullfrog,
butterfly,
butterfly,
spring flower, sunshine,
sunshine, and ladybug. Awesome. Thank you. Take a seat. And Carrie and Mason, flip that weather cloud around.
storm cloud,
Storm cloud,
lightning bolt, and snowstorm.
storm cloud, lightning bolt, and snowstorm. Awesome. Take a seat. Now, the last thing is your ticket out the door to Lunch Bunch is on this piece of paper. Tell me, what is a compound word? Okay? Don't tell me now. You're going to write it in a sentence on your ticket out the door. A compound word is, and then tell me, okay?